One thing TJ told us is that he showed you guys a clip of Jalen Hurts. Wondering what you took away from that.
Yeah, he's just a good guy to look up to when it comes to leadership and just kind of staying poised and the same and not letting your emotions get the best of you. So I would just say he showed us a clip when Hurts was having some adversity and he kind of just stayed the same throughout it. So I think that's something we can try to emulate.
How much, I mean, you've played with all sorts of different coaches, I'm sure, throughout your basketball journey. Is TJ different in terms of his sideline mannerisms compared to almost anybody else you've ever seen?
Yeah, I've played for a lot of coaches who have all been pretty poised, and he's intense in some ways, but when he's on the court with like the refs and everything, he's pretty stoic. So I've had the opportunity to play with coaches who none of them have really been too crazy, so that's been good.
Not that you have won a Super Bowl, but you've obviously had some ups and downs this year. At UCF, you had a few shots, make a few big effort plays. I've run for loose ball. How much do you feel like you kind of just grow the level of consistency and try to remain poised throughout some of the struggles that you've experienced this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of trying to stay not too high, not too low, and trying to get through those the best I can. It's been great having Milan back. I think that's helped our team kind of mesh back together again, but yeah.
Is that tough when you lose such an important piece of the puzzle like that, where you've already sharply defined your roles individually, and then he's out for a month, and your roles all, even if it shifts a little bit, everyone's affected, you know? How would you describe that, I guess?
Yeah, true. There was kind of a schedule where prior to his injury, we kind of had the same thing going on, and that kind of shook everything up, so it was definitely a learning curve to that, and we obviously dropped a few games. But I'm glad that we've kind of picked up where we left off when he came back.
TJ described that UCF game as you and Brant's best outing in a Cyclone jersey. Was there something pregame, or was there something that you were trying to do to be a little more assertively on offense, or was it just the way that the game went?
I think it kind of focusing on those hustle plays, getting on the floor, getting offensive rebounds, things like that lead to. Coach always says energy finds you when you try to make those plays. So I think that kind of helped as well.
I know it becomes kind of the cliche, or coach speak or whatever, you want to make plays for the other guys, but he highlighted some of the stuff Keyshawn did early, highlighted a play you made that resulted in a Keyshawn 3. When you guys watch back film of those plays, where you quote-unquote made a play that led to someone else having success, what's that a moment like when you're, you know, what's the enjoyment like when you see it?
Yeah, I mean, it's also awesome to be the guy who makes that play that leads to someone else making it, kind of. And then we watch it back in film, and you kind of realize that it's a 5-point swing or a 6-point swing, because if they get the ball, they could have scored. So just everybody's trying to make as many of those plays as we can.
TJ came out, made a big speech about how you guys are all heroes this year. What does it mean to you to hear that he's like talking about everyone's heroic effort? He kind of went down the line of everyone in the rotation of things that you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, everybody brings different things, and everyone's, for the most part, the last couple of games really brought it. So, I mean, that's a good part of our team is we got a lot of depth, and we got a lot of guys who do different things, who are versatile. So, yeah.
You guys often talk about how hard it is to play for, I would say, play for coach. How much does the success through the hard make it worth it for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes it all worth it, because we all came here knowing what it was like, and we all came here knowing what it takes in order to. A lot of guys, me, Brant, Dish, haven't made a tournament, so we knew what we were getting into because we wanted to do it. So, I mean, that makes it all worth it.
You said you knew what it was going to be like. What's it like? What's the difference, I guess, between hearing what some practices are going to be like, or conditioning is going to be like, and then actually experiencing it? Like, how much can you mentally prepare for those challenges?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Conrad a lot in the spring, so he kind of gave me a very vivid explanation of everything, so I feel like I had a decent idea. But things like the soccer field, which we had in this fall, I mean, that was a lot harder than I anticipated. And there's been things that have been easier, some things harder, so I guess that's just life.
What's the soccer field?
Oh, it's just some conditioning thing we got to do. It's pretty tough in the fall.